and new RVPs, so bring them up.
I love what you guys talked about because those are things that we actually and what we wanted to share this morning, things that we wanted to touch upon as well. And you gotta have, like Will and Letty were saying, you gotta have a big vision, big thinking, and it all starts with making sure that you have that thinking, right? You're working on yourself. When Brigham and I came into the business, I was working part-time as a fitness instructor. We got our 2 little boys at home. There were 2 young to even be in school, so I had to be home with them. And then Brigham had a landscaping company down in Utah County. And I know last night I shared, one of the biggest things I saw from the company was just the education that you could earn here. And it was totally worth it. Like, it just made sense. Why everyone needs to learn this, like the Boyles were saying. So why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you invest time into learning this for your family? But what Brigham saw was the opportunity, the business. He was very business-minded. And what we wanted to talk about was being business-minded and having a big team to do that. And so, when we were running our landscape company, we were kind of in this transition from going from self-employed to being a business owner, but we didn't realize we were in that transition. We thought we were business owners. But when we started, we were really self-employed. We were working by ourselves. I was out with my husband. I was mowing lawns. I was like putting mulch down. We were working on some of our friends' homes that were giving us business. And I know they were thinking, what the heck? Like, his wife is out there working with him and she's pushing the lawnmower. But we were doing whatever it took for us to get there. But we didn't understand at that point we were just self-employed. And Brigham came into the business with us and he saw, we need to be business owners. We don't want to be just self-employed for the rest of our lives. And so we have to work on building a team. And the great thing about Primerica is you can build a team. And what's so great about building a team and having a business is you can have people that are great at things that you're not great at. And when you look at your partnership, and hopefully you guys have your partners here today with you guys, that's huge. That's the first team you guys need to build, is your partnership. And when I started part-time, I'm a really technical person. I guess I'm the more loving one in I shouldn't say guess, I think all our team would agree. Between the 2 of us, I'm a little bit more loving, I'm a little bit more technical. And that would have been great, and I was doing fine, what I was doing, but I was doing fine. And we wanted to be great, we wanted to be big. And so when my partner came into the business, like Brigham shared, and he came in, that's when our team really exploded. Because he had a business mind, he was really direct, he could lead in a way that I couldn't. And that's the first team you need to build, is your partnership, you guys. That's so important to get to the next level. And so when you guys are doing that and pushing yourself to become business owners, you gotta have a strong partnership. And maybe your partner's not in the business yet. That's because they got to see you guys win. And when they see you guys win and win and win, they're going to be in your business with you. That's what happened with us. My husband was really supportive, but when he kept seeing us win, then he started getting more supportive. Then he started getting involved. Then he started leading with me. And now he's leading our team. So that's the first thing, is you got to have a strong partnership, and then you got to have a strong team. And the reason why I want to talk about our partnership is I was lacking, and Brigham was able to come in, and everything I was lacking in, he was so strong at. And then together, we were great at some things, but there was a lot of stuff we weren't great at. And because we wanted to run a business and we started building a team, we have an amazing team that they're phenomenal at so many things we're not. And that's how you can have a successful business, is a big team, big thinking. And with that, like the Neefles were talking about, big thinking, then comes along big numbers, big promotions, big recruiting, big licensing. And so that's what our team has been focused on, is we wanted to go out big as RVPs, but then we also wanted our team to have a big thinking mindset, to have a big production mindset, and to always think big, to always raise the bar. And so Brigham's going to share a couple examples of studs on our team and leaders on our team that have done that make up for what we lack, because we're a team and we're able to build big. So give it up for Brigham.
So yeah, guys, sorry if I'm direct this morning, but I think we can be honest with ourselves. At times we need to be direct, yes or no?
Yeah.
Right, so I just want to share some examples from our teammates. I have to point out the Robertson team. Robertson team had sorry, I get emotional with Linga. I always talk about Linga because Linga she works hard. But I want to talk about her because she's a division leader with the company. She honestly, by most people's standards, she should be a regional leader. She did, gosh, it freaking makes me cry. Linga, so she did 18 by 18,000. She's been averaging around that kind of team numbers. And her mindset for going bigger was, I need to have more leaders in place. So Linga, being the individual she is, she's like, I gotta go bigger, I gotta get wider. And so when anybody looks at Linga, she's one of the hardest working individuals on our team. No excuses. Man, having car issues, she'll take the tracks. She'll call Uber. She'll be on appointments for her teammates. Sorry, I get emotional because like I said, Linga, man, there's no excuses. If you guys knew what she's going through, what she's been through, it don't matter. Like, she is there for her teammates. And she deserves to be an RVP. Like, she has that mentality. But I just want to give big props to Linga because she knows she's got to get wide, she knows she's got to recruit, she knows she's got to freaking work her butt off, and so we're proud of her. Most people, like I said, they would already be regional leaders, or if not RVPs. Another shout I want to give to the NEFOs. These guys, I know Wella came up here and talked, but 5 months into the business came full time, and he said, you know, I quadruple my income or triple my income from his job. But what most of you guys don't know is that Wella came in and he wrote 11,000 personal premium. I get emotional about talking about the leaders because most people, you know, I can't write personal premium like that. He wrote 11,000 personal premium, district leader, made over $5,000 his 5th month in the business. So you want to talk about people, oh, I write, you know, $2,000 or $1,000 or $3,000, right? No, think bigger, right? You gotta be writing big personal premium, and they're the perfect example of that. Like I said with Linga, she wants to get wider. You gotta be big, you gotta get wider. And the last couple, you know, that I wanted to talk about today is I wanted to talk about the Hanos. These guys have been with us since the beginning, man. And these guys, man, if you want to know, they always talk about double-digit recruiting. These guys always double-digit recruit. You know, at 10 it starts, 20. I mean, 10 is like a good jump start. 20 is like where actually things start to move forward. Hano's always double-digit recruit. And these guys are phenomenal leaders. So if I could give anybody tips about being big, you better make sure you double-digit recruit. You better make sure you're writing personal premium, at least 10 grand or more, and you better make sure that you're wide. If you do those 3 things, I promise you, licensing takes care of itself, income takes care of itself, numbers take care of itself, if you guys can focus on those 3 points. So make sure, once again, if you're serious, you want to get big in this business, and like we said, 30 by 30, that's not big, right? We got a lot of work to do. I know you guys always hear that, especially from our base shop. We got to run a $100,000 base shop, and it will happen, but that's the start. That's the starting point. Make sure you're on your personal game, make sure you're double-digit recruiting, and make sure you're freaking getting wide. So just want to give a big shout out to our team. We have an amazing team. We're just starting, and I hope we can inspire other people in Utah to be like, hey man, if they can do it, we can do it as well and do it bigger. So we appreciate you guys. Thank you.